Good evening, boys and girls. Hey, my name is Michael Haney. I'm a certified financial planner, and this is my family. I'm very grateful for the opportunity to share this vital information with you. Let's begin by talking about working smarter. Where are we? There we go. Let's talk about working smarter and instead of working harder. And there's three forms of income. The first form is earned income, and that's income that's generated by working as an employee or self-employment and is paid immediately. Some examples are working a job, consulting, healthcare professional, attorneys, speaking, teaching, driving for Uber or Lyft, or any activity that's based on time and effort spent. The next form is leveraged income, is where you do the work once and you get paid repeatedly. For example, when an author writes a book, they get paid every time the book is purchased. Now, then there's passive income, and that's receiving income from assets that you've created or purchased. Some examples include rental income from investment properties, investing, savings, as well as network marketing and direct sales. Now, linear income is where you do the work once and you get paid once. For example, with a salary or receivables, you work so many hours and when you stop, your salaries or receivables stop as well. Then there's leveraged income, and that's where you can do the work once and you get paid many times. With leveraged income, you're trading leverage for money. You could write a book, create an online course, write a song, or invent something. You could be an investor and then put money into something that hopefully grows, like stocks and bonds and real estate. Another option to consider is network marketing that you can do without quitting your job as a side hustle to begin with. Forbes magazine says that by the year 2020, over 50% of Americans will have some kind of a side hustle. And we're going to make the case that we have the ultimate side hustle, and then you can decide if this can solve some problems for you. In 2005, ABC sent out a news crew to the University of Colorado, Denver to do an investigative report. They had heard that these world-renowned scientists had discovered a compound of 5 naturally occurring plants. They've been used for centuries for health benefits, but all by themselves, they're not a breakthrough. You know, they're good, but they're not a breakthrough. The scientists said, hey, if we can combine these 5 herbs into this little yellow pill, when somebody takes it, it's going to do something remarkable that's never been done before. And we all have a biomarker in our blood, and they can take our blood and then look at it, and they can tell how old you are. It also shows how fast you're aging, or as scientists call it, your level of oxidative stress. Now, what's oxidative stress? Have you ever cut an apple in half and walked away? It changed color or oxidized, right? Now, how about metal left out in the rain, a nail, a bolt, a washer? It rusts, and that's what happens inside our bodies as we age. For years, the answer to free radicals was thought to be antioxidants. The problem is, antioxidants don't work. And scientists have proven that over and over. It's like bringing a Dixie cup of water to a fire. Now, it's amazing that we now have this little yellow pill, thanks to these world-renowned scientists, that turns on survival genes in the body. It's called protandem NRF2 synergizer. It turns on the NRF2 gene. NRF2 is pretty fascinating stuff. It's the master regulator of the aging process. Now, here's what happens. They said that after 30 days on this discovery, an 80-year-old's blood cannot be distinguished from that of a 20-year-old. Pretty fascinating. Now, this is what happened to John Quinones, that reporter. After taking the product for only 2 weeks, his oxidative stress was reduced by 45%, and they could not distinguish his blood from that of a newborn baby. Suddenly, all these universities started contacting the company, wanting to spend their own research dollars studying the benefits protandem NRF2 synergizer might have in their particular areas of study. Now, after exhaustive ongoing research for years, these now over 30 universities have managed to publish 26 peer-reviewed studies in medical journals and in PubMed.gov, validating the fact that there is not another product in the world that does what NRF2 activation does. This is the first product that has ever been clinically proven to slow down the rate of cellular aging. Well, we now have 7 US patents and 5 foreign, so no one can touch us. And besides ABC Primetime, we've had great press. In fact, there was the Dr. Phil show where Donny Osmond appeared, and Dr. Phil asked him, you know, how is it that you're able to maintain such a hectic schedule and at such high energy? And Donny said, well, I've got a secret. And he held up a bottle of Protandim. And he said, this is my secret. There's this company called LifeVantage, and they have come out with this product called Protandim that reduces oxidative stress. So who could benefit from this? Well, everybody, anyone who ages. Who's our competition? Well, we don't have any. You see, we're not a vitamin, soap, coffee, cosmetics, travel, insurance, CBD oil, essential oils, or any other Me Too outfit. And that's not to disparage any of those fine companies. The fact is, though, no one does what we do. In a $3.4 billion antioxidant industry, Protandim stands out as the key to making antioxidants rather than just taking antioxidants. Well, just how big is the health and wellness industry? Well, it's over $600 billion. See, we're applying our biohacking nutrigenomic science in the anti-aging, skin care, hair care, pet care, energy, and weight loss product categories, putting us in the forefront of nutrigenomics. Now, what's that? Well, nutrigenomics is the study of how nutrition and naturally occurring compounds can affect gene expression. So think about it. Here's a list of the 22 countries we're actually open in now. Now think about the opportunity that sits in front of anyone you know or anyone that they know in any of these countries. You know, here's a breakdown of not quite all of our products, but right there in the upper right-hand corner, you can see what we call the vitality stack. It's called a stack because there are several products bundled together in one package. In this case, there's Protandim Nerf 2 Synergizer, Protandim Nerf 1 Synergizer, ProBio, which is the best probiotic you can get on the market, and the best omega fish oil product anywhere, which we call Omega Plus. You also get free shipping with the stack, and you also get a 30% discount. Now, there will soon be a new stack called the Ultimate Stack because of something that we just announced as the newest member of the Protandim family. It's called Protandim NAD Synergizer. I'll talk more about that in a moment. This Protandim NAD Synergizer is all new, and it's exciting for all of us. But here's what I've learned so far. NAD is a coenzyme that we need in our cells. We need it to help with something called Sirtuin, S-I-R-T-U-I-N activity that slows down as we age. We lose a lot of stuff as we age, don't we? Well, Sirtuin is a protein and NAD is a molecule. This nutrigenomic breakthrough is shown to increase Sirtuin activity by 100% in 24 hours, and you'll feel it in the first 1, 2 to 3 hours. Now, Sirtuins, well, Sirtuin activity declines as we age plus or minus 60%. Now, Sirtuin activity can be increased if you wanted to do something kind of crazy. It's called caloric restriction, and you can reduce it by 94%. Now, what you see that plate of carrots? Well, that's your dinner, and that's all you get to eat the whole day. How's that for a plan? Well, you'd pretty well starve to death doing that. Well, here's another way. Sirtuin activity can be increased by 100% in 24 hours with Protandim NAD Synergizer. Now, the nearest competitor, they can only get the activity increased by 2%. That means they only get it up 2%. That's crazy. Boy, I feel sorry for that guy, can only get it up 2%. That's bad. That's bad. All right. Now, why Protandim NAD? Well, as with all members of the Protandim family, the product is named after the triggering mechanism. There's 3 theories of aging. And the first theory is the NRF2 pathway. And when we have the NRF2 synergizer, we're able to increase antioxidant enzyme inside the body. Now, the second theory of aging is the NRF1 pathway, and that's mitochondria, increases more mitochondria because mitochondria, we lose that as we get older. But the NRF1 pathway, if you can activate it, you're able to make more, and that's what we're able to do here. The third theory of aging is called the NAD molecule, and it increases sirtuins, and that's what the LifeVantage Protandim NAD Synergizer does. It increases sirtuins, and so we're now able, through these three theories of aging, to do a very big job on helping us to live longer and live better. So what's in this Protandim NAD? Well, wasabi is in there. Theacrine, which is something similar to caffeine. Olive leaf extract is also in there. And cuprous niacin is in there, copper and niacin. And these are the ingredients put together in a special way to increase this sirtuin activity. So what are the benefits of Protandim NAD Synergizer? Well, it improves mental focus and concentration, supports positive mood and motivation, boosts mental and physical energy, supports the body's healthy inflammation response. And you know, just about everybody knows that inflammation is responsible for a lot of mischief that goes on in our body as we get older. It also helps to maintain cholesterol levels already in the healthy range, and it supports a healthy vascular system, makes it even more healthy. All right, so we've come out with a special package. I talked about the Vitality Stack a little bit earlier. Well, this is kind of like a mini stack. It's called the Protandim Tri-Synergizer. So you get Protandim NRF2 Synergizer, which is the oxidative stress theory of aging. You get the Protandim NRF1 Synergizer, which is the mitochondrial theory of aging. And you get the Protandim NAD Synergizer, which is the sirtuin theory of aging. So these three things working together, boy, that's a very good thing. Now, what does it cost, you might say? I ordered 2 of these today, as a matter of fact. Well, when you subscribe, you get it for $125.99, and you get 100 product value, which goes towards your qualifications if you are a distributor in our company trying to get a paycheck. You can just be a customer if you want to, but if you want to work the business, that the product value, the 100 PV, that's a pretty important thing. All right, so I talked about the Ultimate Stack, and so they've added a couple more products in there too. The LifeVantage Omega Plus, which is the finest Omega Plus Omega-7 and Omega-3 fish oil with vitamin D, available anywhere in the planet, and also ProBio, which enables you to really get some good flora through your stomach. And that's what makes it so good, because 60 to 70% of the flora gets through the stomach acids, where only about 4% on the shelf stuff that you buy off the shelf and online can do that. And then you also get a prebiotic. So a prebiotic, a probiotic, Omega Plus, and the Tri-Synergizer, 200 points in product value, and you get that whole stack, free shipping, for $237.99. So now we've basically talked about this new goodies that we've got going on here, and what else do we want to talk about? Well, you know, here's a breakdown. Oh, I know what I want to do right now. I want to dive into what it means to you as a side hustle. See, the business opportunity itself, you might want to know a little bit about that, right? See, when you join our team, and I'll show you how in a minute, you get your business sent to you in a box. You get marketing and training materials. You get a back office and a personal website and a smartphone app at no charge. We even make available a third-party smartphone app between these two things, you can grow much of your business right directly from your smartphone. So we've got the timing. We're here early. We've got the products. So how do we make money? Well, by building a successful network marketing business. But is it a bad idea to do that? Well, I don't know. Would you like to have more time freedom and financial freedom? Well, network marketing produces more revenue than Hollywood and pro sports combined. Network marketing is the second highest paid profession behind professional athletes. Maybe you've never done a business like this before. Maybe you've never been tremendously successful at doing this kind of business before. Either way, guess what? We're going to teach you and we're going to help you succeed. You're going to get all the support that you've never gotten before. And we have a lot of tools that we put at your disposal to make it very simple. Now, I did say simple. It's not easy, but it's very simple. No, because when I say it's not easy because it's easy to do, but it's also easy not to do. And that's the problem. But you see, with your laptop, tablet, and smartphone, just direct people to our online team website, lvconnector.com, and share the ABC Primetime Investigative Report. Now, you see the flags in the upper right-hand corner? Well, you can even share it in multiple languages: Spanish, Dutch, Mandarin, Chinese. And soon some more languages are going to be added so that it can help you build your international business. Almost everything that you want to share with anybody is right here on our team website. Doctors explaining how Nerve 2 and Nerve 1 activation work, how the compensation works in detail, the science behind the products and everything. So how do we actually build the business? Well, there's not enough time to dive into all of it now because this is just a broad overview. Details of the compensation plan are available on our LV Connector website, our team site there. The company website and other videos are available too that we'll point you to. But there's two essential things that you do. First, you build a network of consumers, a network of biohackers who want to be healthy and take control of their health. Customers get to join for free and they get the product for the same price that we do. Wholesale. You like wholesale, don't you? Well, you share the information with them so that they can see for themselves what this is all about. So they say, you know what? That stuff looks pretty good. I think I want to be a biohacker. Well, you have a website and you have the app that the company gives you for free. You just direct them there and the products that are consumed mostly every 30 days. So every time that they reorder for the rest of their lives, you get paid. The computer continues to pay you for that. And as you build a network of consumers, you stand to get paid more and more. Now, there's 7 ways that we get paid with LifeVantage, but let's look at just a couple of things. You're paid at the end of each week on all first product orders from customers and new distributors. You also get paid monthly on all recurring orders. Now, there's a second thing that we teach you to do. You can teach other people how to do what we do, create a network of consumers and distributors. Can you send people the ABC Investigative Report to look at? The more times per month that you share it with your contacts, the more money that you're going to make. The way people's minds work, some people will understand that there's money in this, and they can share this information too, just like you did. Then their network of consumers and distributors are part of your network of consumers and distributors too. Other people, well, they just want to be a customer and use the products. And if so, go ahead and sign them up. You make money either way. And this is how you create leveraged income. And if you are coachable, a lot of it. And I'll show you how much right now. Well, this is our audited earnings claim statement. We're paying out about 50% of earnings. See the monthly average column outlined in red? As your network grows, customer product consumption from customers, that volume grows too. And that is how you advance from Pro 1 to Pro 2 and so on. Notice how the monthly income tends to more than double with each rank advance. And look at what the middle ranks earn. And I'm going to show you that. But first, look over to the left and see what U.S. distributors were paid in 2018. Now, the company paid out $70 million plus to U.S. distributors in 2018. We had 58,000 plus distributors during that time, and over 44,500 of them received a paycheck. That means 76% of all distributors in the United States got a paycheck. Now that's pretty exciting. But I want you to look at the middle ranks. A lot of companies, they only pay at the top and at the very beginning. But our compensation plan is designed so that it pays the middle ranks. Now look at Pro 3, Pro 4, and Pro 5, and Pro 6. Level Pro 3, the average monthly income is $630 a month. How many people do you know where an extra $600 a month wouldn't make a difference? Now this is a rank that you should be able to hit in your first 30 to 90 days. The average Pro 4 earns $1,425 a month. That's about the average Social Security check for retirees in North America after a lifetime of labor. Take a look at Pro 5. What would you do with an extra $3,000 a month coming in? $2,922 to be exact. Pro 6, $6,250 a month. Look at Pro 7, Elite Pro 7. They earn over $12,000 a month on average, and a lot of Pro 7s reach Pro 7 in the first 2 to 3 years. And that's over $150,000 a year. Is it a ridiculous idea to do this business rather than trying to save up for 30 or 40 years or more just to save enough for retirement, which most people are not able to do anyway? So if you're going to do this, what's the best time to be involved? You want to be involved early in pre-momentum. Hindsight is 20/20, but it doesn't pay well. You don't want to be involved in an opportunity when millions already know about it. You know, if you could go back in time and invest in Microsoft or Apple in 1988 or 1990 before anybody knew about it, knowing what you know now, would you do it? Well, of course you would. Folks, if you're looking for a ground floor opportunity, you want a company that's in pre-momentum. You see, LifeVantage, we have about 80,000 distributors. Whoops, kind of went there. We have about 80,000 distributors in the world, and we have about 5 times that number of customers. We're traded on NASDAQ. We also just got recently admitted to the Russell 3000 index. That's a pretty big deal. And we're doing almost $250 million, and nobody knows about us yet. The next 3 to 5 years is where we'll capture 80% of our growth as we move through momentum. Now, wouldn't you rather join us in this early momentum stage? So how are you going to take advantage of this momentum? It's very simple. You're going to pick a pack, the gold pack or the platinum pack. They're going to come with products. The gold pack has half the products that the platinum pack does. But basically, this is your business in a box. It's what you need to get started as a distributor with the opportunity to build your network. We're going to do it as a team. You're in business by yourself, but not, not by yourself, but for yourself, but not by yourself. And doing it as a team is an incredibly simple how this business can be built. Now, whichever pack that you decide to pick, we'll help you bring in the partners and consumers as soon as possible so that you can get your money back. And that can happen in a day, a week, or a month. Now, how about the company? Well, let's take a look at a 3-minute overview on how our company began. And this is the beginning of biohacking and nutrigenomics, and we're in front of these major trends in health and wellness.
LifeVantage began in a lab with a single powerful scientific discovery. A discovery that proved that people around us have more capacity, potential, and ability within them than we have been led to believe. At LifeVantage, we can no longer accept the limits of the human condition. So we began introducing the world to biohacking. The idea that you can be better today than you were yesterday. That you can take control of your own biology. That your health doesn't have to decline as you get older. You don't have to simply accept the hand you've been dealt. In just a few short years, LifeVantage has brought biohacking to the mainstream, shortening the gap between cutting-edge scientific research and the customer. Every day in research labs around the world, we are learning how much more our bodies can do for us if we only flip the right internal switches. So we're creating products that flip those switches. And we're doing it with a dedication to quality and safety and a different approach to selling those products. Sure, we could have gone the expected route. Sold our products on big box shelves just like everyone else. In fact, at first we did just that. But we realized something. Our product sales were fueled by word of mouth and personal success stories, not marketing dollars. So we stopped paying big box stores and started paying our customers for what they were already doing, which allowed us to eliminate the gamble of traditional advertising in favor of performance-based payouts. And in the process, we ended up turning biohacking into a movement, empowering women, minorities, and all entrepreneurs to break societal barriers and realize what they're capable of, fueled by the power of a leveraged income. From 127 biohackers when we began to over 1 million in less than a decade. The movement has become a global phenomenon with no signs of slowing down. And our products aren't the only way we're investing in human potential. We're creating hardworking technology using AI, machine learning, and mobility to make it as easy to run a LifeVantage business as it is to take an Uber.
Welcome to the LifeVantage app.
Because of that first profound discovery, we are fiercely dedicated to helping others see what we have seen, to see the immense potential in those around us. It's an inspiring way to see the world. It's why the biohacker movement continues to grow at a blistering pace. It's why giving back to our communities is a fundamental core belief. And it's why in a few short years, we have expanded into 15 countries and counting and grown from one groundbreaking nutrigenomic product to over 20. It's why we now have relationships with CEOs, sports teams, and influencers. It's why LifeVantage has grown from $3 million in revenue our first year to closing in on $250 million. And it's why we will never stop. Because to change the way the world sees, you can't merely settle for different. You have to be better and engineer a world of potential in the process.
You guys, you know, my point with this very broad overview is that you've now been introduced to the ultimate side hustle and the opportunity to take the advice of that famous billionaire, John Paul Getty, who said that there are 3 things that are necessary to accumulate financial wealth. 1, own your own business. 2, offer a product or service that's needed by others. 3, have a system that allows you to duplicate yourself through others. I think that we've made a case tonight that we have all 3 of those things that are involved with LifeVantage. So if you want those 3 things, they're here for you. Now, he also said that I'd rather earn 1% of the efforts of 100 people than 100% of my own. Sounds like pretty good advice. So would you be opposed to allowing us to help you start building your own positive cash flow business and help others do the same? Well, what we do here is we plan for the next event. So today is Tuesday. And our next event would normally be Thursday, but you see, we're going to be in Long Beach, California for the company event. And so we're going to have somebody here if you want to just talk to somebody. All right. But we're going to be getting all that information that the company wants to share with us out there in Long Beach. But after that, we're going to be back here Sunday night at 9 o'clock. So I want you to know that we have these meetups on a regular basis. They're completely free. And you bring value by inviting people to look. Value for you, value for them, and value to our cause, which is sharing what we have our hands on with the rest of the world. Well, I want to thank you all for joining us. And so, folks, I want to invite you to get with the individual who invited you here to this meetup. Choose the pack that's best for you. And let's get rolling to make sure that you and yours have a better life. Again, thank you so much for your time, your attention, and we look forward to seeing you very soon and working with you very soon as well. Good night, everyone.